A grievous error, Professor.
You gonna fight me, Dimitri?
If you do not approve of what I have become, then kill me.
That's not an option.
If you insist that you cannot, then I will continue to use you and your friends until the flesh falls from your bones.
Alright, now you need to stop that. I can't say anything else.
We managed to repel the Imperial Army, but we remain divided on our next course of action.
What's divided? You mean Dimitri doesn't want to do it, and we do?
I anticipate a second and third wave of attack. With our current forces, we'll have our hands full just defending.
This game took a different turn already.
It's a miracle we managed to repel the Imperial Army with the few units and resources we do have.
We should probably contact Rodrigue right away to request backup.
That's not a bad idea.
Rodrigue is in a difficult position, as he has suffered invasions by the dukedom.
Okay, that's not a good idea then.
But there are troops who share in our cause, gathering in the heart of Fraldarius territory.
Okay.
If we can arrange for them to join us, our forces will grow considerably.
So, what do? Do we leave Garreg Mach and go to Fraldarius?
Fraldarius. So, Rodrigue is still alive, is he?
Does that please you? We met 5 years ago.
So you did.
I wonder what my old man will say when he sees you now. That spectacle alone will be worth the trip.
I suppose.
I've already sent word with our fastest messenger, informing Rodrigue that His Highness is alive. But we would do well to send another, in case anything happens to the first. With the current state of things, we'll be completely helpless without his support. Your Highness, may I ask what your next plan of attack is?
Yeah, what's he want to do?
Should we dispatch our troops to the kingdom capital, or to the Imperial capital?
He's gonna say Imperial!
We will take the Imperial capital.
Yeah!
There, I will kill her.
Come on, well, I mean, he's the king, or, you know, he's supposed to be in charge, but...
We end the war and chase away the lingering regrets of the dead. Nothing could be more to the point.
But it would be more effective if we go to the kingdom first.
That may be true, but don't forget that your people need our help right now.
Yes, Dimitri, those people still alive, man. Otherwise, they're gonna be added to your voices.
Your Highness, I hate them too. But the citizens of Ferdiad have long awaited your return.
They need you!
Just give it up already. Wasting time thinking about stuff like that will only dull your blade.
Defeating Edelgard would put an end to the war. That would benefit the kingdom as well.
Come on, Ash. Don't give him any encouragement.
We still need to look for Lady Rhea. So I agree that we should get to Enbar as fast as possible.
Okay, I'm gonna guarantee you this. Alright, if Rhea has survived for 5 years, she'd be still alive for a little bit more longer.
Professor, whatever you decide, we shall follow.
Wait, really? Really? Then we take back Ferdiad.
You were entrusted with leading the church. One would think the logical step is to march to Enbar.
Rhea will be fine, but we need to take back the kingdom.
If Lady Rhea is being held prisoner in the Empire, we don't have time to waste taking back Ferdiad. Can you deny it?
It's been 5 years, Dimitri.
Either way, we are in need of numbers. It is essential that we secure backup.
Did that really make a decision? Was that really a decision? Like, could I have chosen to go to the to Embar right now? Somebody can confirm that. That'd be cool. And if so, then yeah, the Blue Lions post-time skip already better than the Golden Deers.
Part 2. Azure Moon. Pegasus Moon. Valley of Torment. Having repelled the Imperial Vanguard, the kingdom must now supplement its meager forces. And so it requests reinforcements from Rodrigue, who is busy resisting Cornelia's army in Fraldarius territory.
Alright, what we got?
You made it.
I did?
We received a reply from my father. You should read it too.
Okay.
Gilbert has filled me in on the details. He tells me you are in immediate need of additional troops. I would like to say that I will gather reinforcements and send them to the monastery at once.
But you got trouble.
However, I cannot afford to leave the front lines for that long. Would you be willing to meet us south of Fraldaria's territory in ALL, the Valley of Torment?
I know it well.
ALL is halfway between the monastery and our territory. There, I will deliver the soldiers you require.
The Valley of Torment.
ALL lies on the border between Kingdom territory and Alliance territory.
Lawrence.
Humans dare not approach that place.
I'm gonna see Lawrence here.
He's right. In ALL, we can meet up with them without our enemy ever finding out.
Once my old man delivers his soldiers to us, then our war against the Empire can finally begin.
I agree, Felix.
The path ahead will be a difficult one, Your Highness. Deadly, in all likelihood.
Again, you guys, it's no point telling him that.
True. But what's the point in wavering now?
Yeah.
Father, stepmother, Glenn, and even Dedu. I am certain this will bring them great joy.
You know, I can't lie. Dedu probably would be, well, I don't know if Dimitri would care one way or the other. He'd just be happy Dimitri's doing what he wants.
I know if I can just offer them Edelgard's head. I just know it.
ALL, the Valley of Torment.
Here we go. We got another spy. Oh, shoot happy now? Okay. Why did it have to wait till... I'm good. Any more paralog? Oh. Really? Wait a minute. So you're telling me... Could I have only gotten Mercedes's paralog with Casper? Is that what people meant by extra scene? Leone and Linhart and Marianne. Okay. Lysithius hasn't unlocked yet. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. She should be the last one. All right. So then, the question remains, am I going to do any one of these in the meantime? Well, Annette's is the easiest one to get, and that would benefit our battle strength tremendously, because then she could have her relic. Wait, the Faith Beneath? Face, Yo, we got some, and what's this one? We're Alucrest, our family, Leone has... Why's it gotta be him? Like, I'm not trying to diss Linhart at all, but why does he have to be the one to recommend a sacred weapon anyone can? Whoa, hold up. You're telling me Leone can get even stronger? She's got a weapon already, but... Okay. Either way, we're not doing this now. Wow. Okay. Any certifications I need to do? Felix isn't ready at all for that. And Ash is not ready to be a bow knight. And plus, I don't want him to be... Lance. Ooh, that's a nice look, though. And, yeah, Sylvain isn't ready at all. I could make Annette a Grimmery, but no point. She's our dancer. Though, in hindsight, might not be so bad to make Linhart a bishop. I think I'll need him to at least... He's not fighting. He doesn't have the capabilities for that. What about Casper? What would he be? Oh, he's already a brigand. So... I just need to... I guess I gotta have to bring Casper, Linhart, and eventually Ferdinand out for battle. Or, you know, to practice with them, because I'll need them. Marianne's not ready yet either. Actually, Leonie isn't even ready. She needs 3 more levels. Okay. For now, let's go explore. Catherine, you're not happy with my decision?
Strategically speaking, our best move is probably to head for the kingdom capital.
Yeah?
Though, I think it's more likely that Lady Rhea is in the Empire, so I would not object to taking the fight directly to Edelgard.
We'll do it when we're ready.
There are no right or wrong answers in war.
Well, that's fair.
What do you think we should do? I hope with the goddess's guidance, we can make the right choice.
We're going to the kingdom. We have to. One thing I will say is that Edelgard is an incredibly sneaky opponent. Without reinforcements...
Gilbert was a knight to the royal family of Fargus?
Oh, where's this coming from?
What was a man like that doing in Garreg Mach, I wonder? Who knows? Whenever I try to ask about it, he'd change the subject and avoid giving a proper answer.
Oh yeah? I don't blame him on that, considering what his answer is.
We weren't related by blood, but Randolph was still my uncle.
Oh, really?
Seeing him end up that way was... Never mind. It's nothing.
I'm so sorry.
It's fine. I don't need your sympathy. It's not like I had any real connection with him anyway. But Dimitri's methods... I don't know. I'm sure he never trusted me, being born in the Empire and all.
That makes sense. You know, I've been thinking about it. I might do one more run after I do the Black Eagles. I'm not sure if I probably won't record it all. But maybe I'll stream it or do something like that. Because the more I think about it, the more I feel like if you were to do the game the natural way, I get what people say about, you know, gathering everybody. But in my opinion, if you've already... Okay. The way I'm doing it is, well, I'll be fighting everybody that I liked if I were to go and support Edelgard's cause. You know, 110%, I'd be fighting everybody I just made a bond with. So I feel like that would truly put in perspective if her path was right or not. But the more I think about it, because like Casper said, Dimitri's methods, I can't see how he would agree with that. But I almost wonder if no one truly takes into consideration Claude's position. It depends on how Claude goes, because this route is going differently. If I feel like everyone could unite under Claude, right? Edelgard's position is very on one side. Dimitri's is very on another. And right now, I'm gonna tell you, I'm not sure if I can agree with everything Dimitri's doing. Like, hey, they didn't even give me a choice. We took out Randolph before Dimitri could, you know, continue his little speech and probably do what he was actually gonna do. But with Claude, we just try to do what we can. So I would wonder how everybody being here, how that would turn out. So, anyways.
Valley of Torment. Valley of Torment.
Something
I
wrong?
once read a book full of legends surrounding Aolel, but I can't seem to remember. I feel there's something dreadful I'm forgetting.
Yeah, there is. The fact that the Agarthans used this gigantic laser cannon to fire upon that area, and it was supposedly supposed to be Sotis who was doing that, but it wasn't.
I can't believe the Valley of Torment. I'd heard of it, but I never expected to go there. It's exciting. I wonder what the landscape is like.
It sounds dangerous.
It probably is dangerous, but I still want to get there and see it as soon as I can.
And I'm probably gonna see Lawrence there.
What?
Aolel, the Valley of Torment.
lies on the border of 3 noble territories.
Why are you all in here?
The kingdom's Fraldarius and Galatea families, and the Alliance's Daphno family. Incidentally, the Galatea family was originally an offshoot from the Daphno family.
Oh shoot. You know, I'm just thinking about it. Am I gonna have to take out Judith? Oh, it's not like Judith ever became a party member, so... You know, that's another thing I think is completely bogus. Judith should have been a party member. I feel no excuse the game can offer me why Judith shouldn't have been a party member. Golden Deer didn't have much, darn it. I find it interesting, though, that Dimitri spends most of his time in the monastery these days. Or being in the chapel.
Oh.
In the same spot.
It is imperative that we regroup with those who continue to resist. Most importantly, we must join up with the Fraldarius family. If we do, our ability to reclaim the kingdom capital is ensured. We should aim for this outcome, rather than focusing our efforts on the Imperial capital.
I agree.
This seems to me the best strategy at present. But I feel what His Highness feels. His hatred, his anger, so keenly, as if it were my own. So I find it difficult to oppose his wishes.
Well, yeah, you lost somebody in that tragedy as well. Don't worry, I got it.
I have lived inconspicuously these past 5 years, so as not to be discovered by the Empire. To be able to finally return to the monastery again is overwhelming. I hope that our brothers and sisters who ran far away will also return one day.
Hopefully. The more I play this game, the more I think, there's no way I'm done, man. There's no way I'm done. I'm gonna need one more.
Go away.
Can't help but feel, though, like I'm fighting my house leader at this point. Oh, not fighting literally, but you know. Sometimes I make really big mistakes, but I can't afford to make mistakes on the battlefield. Okay.
The monastery repairs have made solid progress. Most excellent news. When we first returned here, I was unsure what we were going to do with the ruins of this place. But if we can get the cathedral rebuilt, we'll have it looking just like old times soon enough.
That is the plan. Flane, what do you have to say about all this?
It has been only 5 years, yet so much has changed. Half of the kingdom has fallen to the Empire. Skirmishes are rife throughout the Alliance. Despite such tumult, we look upon the same sky, unchanged by the storm happening beneath it.
Yeah. Oh, wait.
Indeed. I gazed up at this same sky with Mother and Father. It does not feel so long ago at all. Wait, but how would you know, Professor?
Well, you know, might have a bit of advanced game knowledge, you know. Gilbert?
These past 5 years, Lord Rodrigue worried for His Highness more than any other. But I wonder what he would say if he saw what has become of Dimitri.
Well, we'll see. We're gonna get Rodrigue.
I have a request.
Though I sincerely hope this man doesn't make it as hard as it was last time. It was hard to say. I'm bringing Constance or Flame. I'm not making the same mistake twice.
I concur. Meeting reinforcements in the Valley of Torment seems an astute decision to me. In that land of oppressive heat, it is unlikely that we will be disturbed. It also means we will need to contend with those harsh conditions ourselves, however. Best ensure we are well prepared.
Another thing I was thinking about that makes more sense of why the Golden Deer, they would almost assume that you would probably recruit students then. That's the only thing I can think of why the Black Eagles would be needed for them. Right? If you start with the Black Eagles first, then move to the Blue Lions, and then with the Golden Deer you end up recruiting everybody, then you'd have them in their paralogs, or for their paralogs. So, we'll see.
To the north of Garreg Mach lie the territories of the Karen and Galatea houses, former lords of the kingdom. Even though their territory is being nibbled at by the Empire, They are still clinging to their neutrality.
Really? I thought Ingrid was resisting.
Since they only display enough force to defend their borders, I suppose the Empire has no incentive to attack them with any real strength.
Well, we'll reclaim them soon enough. Leonie.
You're not a teacher anymore, and we're not your students, but everyone still calls you Professor.
Right?
Is there something you'd rather be called?
Call me by my name.
Oh? Alright then, I'll call you... Nope, sorry, can't do it. Too weird.
Darn you! I remember that.
It seems Aryan Road, one of the kingdom's sturdiest fortress cities, has fallen to the Empire.
Really?
It looks like Count Rowe didn't resist, and switched sides to the Empire straight away.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Repaying all that the royal family has done for him with betrayal. How shameful.
I wonder if we'll have to fight him. Maybe we will fight him.
Okay.
Cause wouldn't Lawrence be better to show up on the bridge? Yeah, this might be a battle for Ash instead, and we might not fight anybody.
I am steeling myself to see my father again. I can't stand that old man.
Felix, if anything, I would think you want to be closer to him now more than ever.
That's just biological circumstance. We may have the same blood, but we've nothing else in common.
Well, I mean, that's how you feel. Not gonna get involved.
Someday we will take the Imperial capital.
Yeah.
It is odd to think that I will be invading the very city that I once called home. Ah, that is still a ways off. I will prepare for our journey to ALL.
I can't help but feel... Well, no. No. It's like, well, but with... As close as I'm getting to them now, I do feel like... Because like I said, I would have skipped their... oh, wait, hang on. No, I didn't... it wasn't Catherine. Balthus and Lysithea. Happy and me, of course. Constance and me. No Constance and Mercedes? Really? Shocking. Who was the other person I brought? I think it was Catherine. Either way.
ALL, the Valley of Torment. Oh man, I really do not want to go there.
We'll be fine. Why not?
That place is crazy hot. For guys like me,
right?
Who grew up somewhere cold, man, it's gonna be rough. Though, I guess that climate will keep our enemies at bay.
So you think? Are we totally gonna fight? It's all right though. We'll make it. We'll make it.
Professor?
Gatekeeper?
Greetings, Professor. Nothing to report. Is everyone setting out on a big campaign? Not exactly. Ah, so you're meeting up with the reinforcements.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you can leave guarding this place to me. I'll keep an eye out for anything suspicious.
I'll leave it to you.
I hope things go back to normal soon. People need more to smile about, aside from my great deals.
Right. Well, your deals are... Oh, here we go.
How about a favor? Hey, how about a favor?
Do I have the missing item? I think I can find it again. All right.
There are enemy spies around. Remain vigilant.
I'm glad you know.
Capture anyone who seems suspicious.
All right, I will.
I'm glad you understand. I'm counting on you.
Well, yeah, after what I just did, I'm about that action, apparently. Oh, I probably would have if I had the option, and that was the only option to do. I mean, he was the enemy general. I suppose we had to do it eventually.
It seems some of our friends believe that if we get those reinforcements, we'll be set for provisions, too.
I don't know why they think that.
But I think it's best not to hold our breath on the food front. With the added headcount from the reinforcements, there will be even more mouths to feed.
They didn't say they were going to be bringing supplies.
The kingdom doesn't seem to have clear goals holding them together.
Yeah?
Different people have different priorities.
Though the same was with the Alliance.
The situation right now is difficult. But at times like this, you have the opportunity to really shine, eh, Professor? You're in charge. Show them what you're made of. I'll do what I can to help.
You know, I remember seeing a conversation. One of my admins mentioned that someone said to them that Dimitri had the most impact on the story. From what I'm seeing, it seems like more we have to force Dimitri to have an impact, I suppose. Yeah. Are they talking to each other?
I don't know about everyone else,
but heading to the Empire seems like a good idea to me.
No, because Dorothy is acting like she's still talking to her.
The search for Lady Rhea will be so much easier if we can just get the Empire out of the way.
Mercedes, we don't have the forces, though!
I suppose Dimitri might still pose a problem, though. He seems so fixated on the Imperial capital, but I get the feeling he's not even sure what he wants anymore.
Really? I think he's very clear on what he wants.
This is all a bit troubling, isn't it? The people from the kingdom seem to be of two minds as well. Can we really plan to fight when we're this unsure of ourselves?
Maybe fighting will help.
You think once we're face to face with the enemy, it might help us band together? I hope so.
I mean, I felt that was the right answer, but that's the one thing I will not agree to. I will not get their A ranks right now. If I can. Well, with me. It's so much more impactful if I got their A ranks in their own route, when I actually get to know them fully. Knowing Randolph is Casper's uncle, though, that's a big one. Oh, hang on. I'm almost forgetting someone.
Aelel, the Valley of Torment? What kind of a name for a place is that? It sounds scary. Do I really have to go with you?
No.
Hey, here's an idea. Maybe let the Recluse stay home and hold the fort.
Oh, thank goodness. Because I almost want to indulge her. Which would increase the likelihood of me getting her A rank.
Ugh, so hungry. I won't be able to train if I don't get some food in me. I used to eat until I was full. But nowadays, I can't even get seconds. Aren't reinforcements supposed to be joining us soon?
Well,
I hope they bring food along with them. I still want my little sis to live in the town here. But there's no point if we can't even feed her.
You know, that's another thing I'm noticing is the Alliance members don't seem too opposed to be here. Whoa. I mean, whoa. That's right, we should probably fish today. We're obviously fighting the Empire, so of course the Black Eagles would feel some kind of way, but...
The kingdom capital or the imperial capital? I don't know which is the right way. If we tried to take on the Empire like this, would we really stand a chance?
I mean, maybe, but reinforcements would always be better.
With House Fraldarius under attack, they probably can't spare many soldiers.
Then we'll just crush the opposition.
On the other hand, if we did manage to take the imperial capital, the war would be over. I'm no good at thinking through this kind of complicated stuff.
Taking Edelgard won't be as easy as taking Cornelia. At least that's what I'm thinking. But then again, they kind of have control of the kingdom, don't they? Well...
If we can take back the kingdom, we'll recover our soldiers. And some food and supplies too, I bet. Most importantly of all, there are people in the kingdom waiting for our help.
Yeah, I think if anything, their duty comes first to the people of the kingdom.
Even His Highness understands that. I'm sure of it. Yet, he wants to take on the Empire despite all that. Do you think he just doesn't care about anything other than fighting Edelgard anymore?
Well, that's what it seems like. You may be
It
right.
wasn't always like this. What happened?
But I think, hopefully, by going to the kingdom first, that will also help Dimitri remind himself on, you know, why we're fighting in the first place. There are people who need him. His people. Linhart?
I never do get used to the sight of blood. It always makes me feel as if I might faint. I suppose I've told you that, though, yes? I have no idea how you cope with it. I hope this war ends soon. I dislike being lightheaded because other people are bleeding everywhere. Though the thought of working hard for it does sound like quite a pain.
I see. Alrighty then. Well, you don't have to do much. There's only one battle I need you for. Oh, that wasn't great. Zero?
Gotta clean out the storerooms, tend the flowers, do the washing, dust the library.
You need any help?
No, this is my job. Lady Rhea herself gave it to me.
I feel like he was very angry the first time I asked him this.
Even if Lady Rhea's not here right now, I still gotta do my duty.
Well, at least he had the
Like
expression.
you gotta have other stuff you ought to be doing, yeah?
Did they fix that? If so, that's cool. Nah, hold up, son. Hold up. This might seem like a small deal to you guys, but they actually did patch it. I went back, said the same response in the Golden Deer. Zero was angry there, but he's calm here. One, how the heck did I remember that? But two, you're telling me they patched this, but not Leone support? Actually, I don't know. Has anyone tried getting Leone support the normal way to see if it unlocks then? Maybe they did. Maybe I should check that. Because if they did, then kudos to them, because that needed to be done. I'll probably check that some kind of way. Anyways, back to the episode. Alright. Now we got Anna's secret shop. And we can get a whole bunch of needed stuff. Master seals. More rings. Gonna have to sort through it later. That'll certainly be a fun task to do. I like just playing the game without having to record, you know? Alright. One more place. Okay.
Professor! Hey you, listen up. I've got something to report.
Okay.
Lots of things happen down here. Lots of reports need to be reported. And for all reportable things, I'm your guy.
Nah! You're not! Alright, got the gatekeeper too! But I will admit, I have started warming up to him. A lot. Oh, right! Now that we're here.
Need something? This one?
An astrologer.
This one?
Okay.
See you again soon.
Let's check the bulletin board. Supply run. Wait. Okay. Oh, wait, here. They're not? Oh, I mean, okay, I can look for them myself.
So you intend to march into ALL? Frankly, I want no part of it.
What do you mean?
Surely such an uneventful journey won't require my presence.
Though I sincerely hope this man doesn't make it as hard as it was last time. It was hard to say. I'm bringing Constance or Flame. I'm not making the same mistake twice. And that moment where I was talking about, maybe I should bring Constance. I need you with us.
You will? Then I shall don my marching boots.
Well then, thank you.
Though I would ask that we at least consider marching only under cover of night.
Right, that might not be the best for you. You're gonna hate it there. Alright, I understand. But I do need you, Constance. I legitimately might bring you in that battle. Because your rescue will be very beneficial.
I wonder how many soldiers that Rodrigue guy will lend us. Not that it matters much. Taking on the whole damn empire? Not even I would bet on those odds.
I need a little optimism from you. Yeah.
Now you're talking, pal. I love a nice reckless gamble. Ooh, now I'm excited. You know, win or lose, I guess it's not worth betting on. Who would I collect from after the war's over?
Well, I mean, I guess that's true. In a way. And now in here.
The Valley of Torment, huh? I see your angle, but don't let your guard down.
No worries.
Any movement about their borders, and the lords of the kingdom will
right.
act swiftly. Don't underestimate them.
Should I bring Yuri too?
Keep your focus on a positive outcome. There's a lot to gain and a lot to lose.
I might bring you too, Yuri. Actually, if I'm not mistaken, this is an excellent time to bring him. I'm pretty sure I want to bring him. I'm gonna try. Really, he's 25. Balt is 32. Constance 23. Happy 26. Really? Wouldn't have guessed Happy was the second oldest. There's a 3-year time gap between. Constance is the youngest.
The Valley of Torment. Isn't that the place where it's scorching hot year-round? You know, I've always wanted to see the world. That's why I left my village. And here I am, traveling to all these interesting new places to kill people. Not what I had in mind.
That's fair.
Maybe I'll find some time to admire the scenery. Though people might get mad I'm not taking this silly war seriously.
It is a silly war. Oh, many wars are silly, to be honest.
Oops, that was close.
Oh!
Almost sighed. I could use your help.
Be careful. Alright. I'm gonna admit something though. Should I admit it now? Well, if it isn't obvious, Happy is very much in the running. And when we were having that last battle, I thought it fit very well. That's all I'm gonna say. In fact, Happy's been a candidate for a minute now.
Bandits from Garrick Mock used to come down to Abyss pretty frequently. We never dealt with them, though. We refused their offers at every turn. Sometimes we had to use force.
Really?
It was Happy who finally drove them out for good. Only then there were beasts all over the place.
Well, at least, you know, she got rid of them.
When the monastery fell to ruin, we lost all hope for support from the church. Most able-bodied folks abandoned Abyss for the surface around that time. Since then, we've been barely scraping by.
Hopefully I can change some things for the better. Let's see what we got. Oh, okay. Ah, you're heating in dancer gear? Why are there children here? Excuse me, ma'am.
Why, hello there.
Okay. Ooh, I can boost. Really? I can boost support points? Just like this. Wait, so... Oh my, intertwine or sever. It takes a lot though. Sheesh. Wait, aren't these all A ranks? Yeah, these are all A ranks. So I'm guessing sever would be what I have to do. Let's say I can check my support with myself? What would be the point? It's 500 regardless? Oh, interesting. So I can spend 500 and get some like hard ones to get? Like for example, I guess I'll test it. Ingrid's are hard to get. Let's see. With well, anybody really. Ignatz is C.
If it is your wish. Everything is within your grasp.
Wow. Okay.
Come back soon now.
Man, I wish I had you for a minute now. Okay.
No.
How much stuff will Happy give me for completing
Thanks for giving
this?
me a hand.
You kind of think it's not for you? Oh yeah, that came in handy. Okay. Oh, I forgot the library.
If you don't mind.
Well, I can't see you at the moment? Oh, a grimoire. Please tell me it's magic. I was wondering about that.
To ask.
Search for a list of rare books. Once you find the list, you consider visiting the archives yourselves. Well, Well, let's go look. What do you have to say?
I expect much from this one. Yes, indeed. Fare thee well.
Nothing as usual. What about Lysithea?
What do you require?
So I'm pretty sure.
Now let me see. I expect much from this one. Yes,
Nah, you tripping.
Fare thee well.
You tripping. She's an S rank. Alright, is it in here? Over here. That's not it? Wait, what? What? That's an interesting book. Hold up. Fargus rebelled, and I harbor doubts about the army Luke has raised. How do you recruit soldiers without raising suspicion in the Empire? How do you... Oh. And to those who slither in the dark, Shadowed Order of the Kingdom of Ceros believes that King Klaus I was assassinated. Everyone believes that was his will, which demands the territory be divided among 3 princes and fails to name a successor, is fake. First will likely involve the Leicester region and tragedy Jusker, after which more members of the Western Church are strongly criticizing the Central Church. Among them, earls who claim the incident in Dusker was the work of the Shadowed Order of the Knights of Ceros. What? Wait. House Gaspard? That's where Regan came from? Wait. Soon the child House Gaspard, son of the Alliance leaders Duke Oswald Regan, has died in an accident. This follows an incident involving the previous successor, and even the Knights of Ceros suspect Count Gloucester's command, though it seemed too conspicuous. Well, that probably was Lawrence's father. But it seems like what they're saying is that it wasn't the Church of Ceros who divided the world. It was the Agarthans. Insects. Flammable black water. Oh, these are weapons. Human autopsies. Oh. Oh, that's interesting. Wait. Whoa, what is this? A thinnest? Where the old gods are said to live, the false god has... Wait. You sink the worlds into the depths of the ocean, will bring extinction to all children. What? And salvation to all beasts of the land, sky, and sea. For children and men who spill too much blood of the blood of life, it almost promises cruel retribution. Must be defeated before the world sends to a watery grave. To this end, children of men have erected pillars of light upon the land. What? Children of men fled to the depths of the earth, beyond the sight of the false god, beyond the embrace of the sacred sun, and beyond to reach the waters of despair. What? I'm not gonna read any more of these right now. Obviously, that one's talking about Sothis and her being a dragon. But it seems like because of what the Agarthans... Ooh, that brings a theory. That sounds similar to many such plots, and where humanity has damaged the world, and then to save it, they unleash a catastrophe, and that catastrophe was Sothis. Interesting. So what does Edelgard truly want then? Well, yeah, I imagine there's some answers in that book, those books. So I'm gonna wait and see. Though it also, while it seems to validate her, it also seems to invalidate her. Because it seemed like the Church of Ceros did not divide the kingdom, or the Empire and the kingdom, and then the kingdom into alliance. It seems like the Agarthans did that. So if you're telling me she recruited the entire Empire on a lie? Because she would know the Agarthans. She probably knows that they're the real enemy. Are you telling me that's what she's trying to do? Alright. Alright. You made a copy? Perhaps the books in the list will be useful as well. So the Agarthans... Is that what this unlocks? These books? Were they not here before? And this would be the true... What is the truth of the world? I'm gonna read the book... Not this. I'm gonna read this one more time. Harbor doubts that the army... How did he recruit soldiers without raising suspicions in the Empire? How did he acquire soldiers... Those mysterious weapons, so like Heroes Relics. So it wasn't actually Heroes Relics. They were fakes. Which we know the Agarthans can do because they made a fake for Nemesis. He had a fake sword. Arguably from Happy and Constance's relic, which I hate. And then there's someone named Pan, which might be Thalos. And they mention those who slither in the dark. And then there's the Shadow Order of the Knight of Saros, believes that King Claus I was assassinated. The purpose was likely to involve the Leicester region and to display a greater military force than the Empire. But that says... It says the Knights of Saros believed he was assassinated. But so that implies that they didn't do it. Tragedy Dusker, after which more members of the Western Church are strongly criticizing the Central Church. So the Tragedy Dusker was disadvantageous to the Central Church, which is Rhea's group. And there are those who claim that Incident in Dusker was the work of the Shadowed Order of the Knights of Saros. Who are they? Oh, wait a minute. I think this is a different part, because this is item 49, this is item 51. I shouldn't connect these two. Yeah. And Count Gloucester killed Claude's father? Yeah, whoa, hold up! Lawrence's father killed Claude's father? Oh, yeah, I'm glad I reread that. I was trying to rush before, but no, now that I... Yo, that one book, if this is what I unlocked, I need to wait till we get to Edelgard's route to read these. Or should I? You know what? Yeah, you guys let me know. Should I wait to read these? Because I get the feeling the answers I seek are in this daggum library. And it might convince me that Edelgard is completely wrong. Because that's what happened the first time I read the Golden Deer route. I was like, wait, all Rhea wanted to do, you know, it painted Rhea in the best light and Edelgard in the worst light. Ah, shoot. Well, anyways, we have it unlocked now, so knowledge is power. I will hold off on that. We'll see. But for now, I'm going to end it here. My focus now is to do the quests. When we come back, we'll do some supports. And then I gotta make a decision. We got several paralogs, and Annette's and Gilbert's would be the first one and the most ideal. I can get many of Gilbert's supports up now easily. And that way, their battle will go a lot smoother. But until then, it's been Blade. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all next time. Alright everyone, so I'm adding this part at the end of the episode, definitely, because after what happened last episode, where it seemed like many people misunderstood what I was saying at the end, I definitely want to come and explain my thoughts at the end of this episode, because this was a doozy. In fact, I think this was the final piece I needed. I went into serious theory mode. You know, normally I've been trying not to go back and look at stuff because I didn't want to figure things out before the game would tell me, you know, so my reactions would be better. However, this prompted me to go back and get all the knowledge that I had and compare it with this. And originally I did like a 20-minute video on this, but I'm not sure. There's no way I'm editing all that. There's just no way. It doesn't make a lot of sense, and I'm still missing maybe a small fraction of what Edelgard knows to throw into that. If I were to make a video on the history of Fotland just by itself, then okay, you know, maybe that would be worth the editing, but not this. Not to just inform you guys what I'm thinking. So if I can try to summarize it, I think the whole story of Fire Emblem is really a story between the Agarthans and the children of Sothis, who, I'm not saying they're literally direct descendants, but the people who carry the blood of Sothis and her children in her. Because Sothis, while she was from the land of the gods, she herself was meant for humanity's destruction, the Agarthans' destruction. The Agarthans are basically us, I figure. You know, with nuclear bombs and all robots and all our technology that we have now. But they were destroying the world. So Sothis was born to stop them from doing that. And she almost succeeded. That's why the Agarthans had to go underground. And that actually kind of makes me feel somewhat sympathetic for their cause, because they obviously hate the people who are up top because we have Sothis' blood in us. You know, it's like a revenge. They're basically fighting for revenge because they were nearly just wiped out. But another thing that's important to note is that the areas of the kingdom and the alliance, they're the areas where Nemesis and the 10 elites ruled over. Meaning that the Adrestian Empire, which Rhea founded, they're fundamentally different. The crests that in the Empire, you know, they don't use heroes' relics like I was figuring out before. They're crests of the saints. The heroes' relics were stuff that the kingdom and the alliance had because that's where the 10 elites were. Furthermore, after reading, I became convinced that it was not the Church of Seros, it was the Agarthans, you know, trying to get revenge on the land of Fotland. I mean, we kind of already knew that before from the Golden Deer, but more in detail, they are the ones who broke up the Empire into the kingdom, and honestly, it was the alliance from the Empire, and then the alliance from the kingdom. They were under both at one point in time, because they wanted to build up to this war. And the final piece that I think that they needed was an army, because we already know if they use their Pillar of Light, we'd instantly know where their base is, and then we could send an army to wipe them out. Other than that, they didn't have the numbers to actually combat against us. Plus, if they use the Pillar of Light, they can't even kill Rhea in the first place because she's on Garreg Mach, where Sothis is sleeping and is protected from the Pillar of Light being used. And I would think if they would hate any place, it would be the Empire most of all, aside from the Church of Seros, because that's what Rhea founded, you know, the direct daughter of Sothis, with help from other children of Sothis. They are literally representation of their enemy. And what better way to get an army than to corrupt the Empire? Because that's the only way they were taking out the Church of Seros. They needed an army to do it, and Edelgard fit the bill. But Edelgard, honestly, she's talking a lot like an Agarthan. She uses the same name to describe Sothis and Rhea, false goddess and her minion. And I'm assuming freeing the world from their vile grasp means the crest. Edelgard hates the crest. She thinks that they're responsible for the wars that have been possible because they're the reason that the kingdom was able to rebel against the Empire, and the alliance was able to rebel against the Empire and then the kingdom. She thinks it's a source of conflict, I feel, and it's defining the current power structure, all this, that, and the third. So she's thinking that while she has to be used by the Agarthans, because if she didn't, maybe some catastrophe would fall, though again, like I've explained, I doubt that. I think they needed Edelgard, and there was simply no other way, unless they had the Empire hostage some kind of way, you know. But also, Edelgard could try to reunite Fotland at the same time under the Empire once again, and if she eliminated all the Agarthans and the relics, then no one would have a way to really fight back against the Empire again, and they would have true peace. At least that's what I'm currently thinking. And if that is the case, I don't agree. simply for the fact that Sothis was born because the Agarthans were causing so much destruction to the world. People will fight. No matter what form the weapons are in, people will fight. The crests are just a different form of that. But, again, this is my current assumption. And if you guys clarify this might be the nail in the coffin that prevents me from wanting to see Edelgard's route. Because if I know if I'm right or wrong, I need her to be the one to tell me that still. But if I know if I'm right or wrong, then what reason would I have to play? You know? I'm only telling you guys this so you know where my mind is at in the future. Because at this moment, I'm pretty much 95% convinced Edelgard started the war on a lie as a means to an end. Because she'll do whatever it takes to accomplish her goal. And she had to appease the Agarthans as well. So with that being said, I do have a question of the day to kind of help draw your attention elsewhere if you want to comment, and that's simply, did you read what was in the Abyss? I'm also asking that because I'm trying to see if you did read, should I read the rest of it? Because I feel like I'm already saying I shouldn't, and that I should wait for Edelgard's route because I already figured out so much, I feel, because I played the Golden Deer. I feel like I should save the rest until after I've seen Edelgard's route. And I'm also curious to see if you guys even knew, did you know about this stuff? So, because I'm pretty sure not everybody had the DLC, but I don't know if you watched like discussion videos on the game once the DLC came out, or, this, that, and the third. I'm also not sure if it explains Happy and Constance's relics or, all that stuff. So, for now, this honestly doesn't affect the Blue Lions for me at all. The Blue Lions, I wasn't coming for lore or anything like that. I came because they're so engaged with what's currently happening in Fotland, and I just want to see how this plays out. And for me, that's the only reason that I need to be interested in the Blue Lions, and that's the best reason, I feel. So with that being said, please carefully post your thoughts down in the comments below if you like to. And I will see you all next time.